It is an exciting night in Malibu, California, especially for Pepperdine University students. We are at the second annual Reelstories Film Festival, a student-led film festival showcasing students' talents. It is going to be an exciting night, and we are going to be talking to students, faculty, producers, directors, volunteers, and directors that actually contribute a lot to this show. So check it out.
Well, you know, what I love about film is that it's a collaborative art, right? You need actors, you need designers, you need musicians, and tonight I think we're seeing all of those arts brought into one place. So you have visual artists, you have musicians, you have painters, street installations, activists, all in one place. It's a happening.
I really just admire the fact that students are able to make these films in general. It's just inspiring that there's such a young audience out there that has something to tell, and that we're holding all this so we can see the younger audience kind of just come to life and get these stories out there.
Reelstories is such a unique opportunity for a handful of students to get together and really plan this event that I think is hopefully going to be great. It's a really big scale event, and it was student-led, so there was no faculty direction or anything like that. We did it on our own, and I think that it really gives you an invaluable sense of what you can accomplish as a young person, and it is, I hope, going to be a success.
Well, you know, it's our location. We're in a great place in Los Angeles. Malibu's pretty special, and we're surrounded by people in the biz, and it shouldn't surprise us that our students are excited, and we know our students are talented, and so for this to come together is just brilliant.
It's a great feeling. It's kind of it's almost unreal. We've been planning this for 6 or 8 months, and it's weird that tonight is the night. So I don't think it's quite sunk in yet. I don't know when it will sink in.
Well, I mean, first off, it's just great. This is an amazing opportunity for everyone. I'm really impressed we're putting this on. I'm so glad that we're able to. Yeah, I mean, this is a great opportunity for everyone, not just like producers like me, but for everyone to connect with a lot of other people and see some great work that can really, I think, inspire a lot of people. And my advice would just be, you know, keep working on what you love, keep honing your craft, and eventually, you know, you'll be headlining on shows like this, even bigger premieres.
We have just the most talented students on this campus. Like, it's unreal the amount of work that people put into like shows and short films that they do. So it's great that we have this venue. The only critique I would make is I wish they would expand it more, make it a little more open for student work.
Joy, pride, because it's student driven, and that's what it's supposed to be. And this is like your world, so it should be your work, your night, and I'm here as a guest, and I love that too. And I also want to mention that I have some acting students from an acting class that are performing in the short for, so it's kind of like this thrill to see student work, making it into a festival, and having it judged, and then their peers watching. It's a huge night for me as just a teacher in an audience. It gives them a real venue to exhibit their work. It's one thing to do your own work, and I know you all put it up on YouTube or your own sites or whatever, but there's something about this environment, coming into a theater, a live audience, and the reward comes from, oh, I hope they laugh, oh, you know, or cry, or be moved, or get the message, and you don't know that unless you're with that live audience. And so it's an important step in their whole development of how they're going to step out of here and get started.
Well, what I will take away from this night is a real sense of enthusiasm and love of what I do. To see them just coming at it anew, afresh, and just throwing their hearts in it and not being afraid to risk is something that all of us can live by.
I'm just excited to see the work that all the students put into it, specifically the film that I was in, because I know how much the director, the producer, and the whole team, cast and crew put into it. So I'm excited to see the audience reaction to it.
Yeah, to be honest with you, we thought there would be more number of submissions, but in fact, the number of submissions stayed about the same. But what we experienced last year was that there were a lot of submissions that were very much, I'm going to pick up my digital camera and I'm going to put it on record, and I'm going to record myself in this mirror. And so, but we didn't have any of those. Every single one that we received this year, we had to deliberate over and definitely consider, and it was a hard decision, which means that the quality of films went up. So I think in the end, that's what we want, is quality over quantity. So it's been a good turnout, definitely, and it was a hard decision putting together the student showcase.